Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this forum. On behalf of IE Lebanese Alumni Association, I can say we are very glad to have you here. Real Madrid, flamenco, bullfights, and siestas. These terms found their way into our daily life when we were living in Madrid, the beautiful capital of Spain. Now, as we are back to Lebanon with no flamenco and no bullfights, I'm sure many of us still hold to the long siestas, and we're always going to cheer for Real Madrid. To say the least, we all fell in love with Madrid, and as we became graduates of this business school. Our business school equips its graduates with three main qualities: leadership skills, innovative mindset, and entrepreneurial spirit. IE's community outstands with their diversity of roughly 40,000 alumni in more than 100 countries. For those who don't know much about IE Business School, I guarantee that you will be hearing about it a lot, especially in Lebanon. From just two Lebanese graduates in 2008, now we became 100 Lebanese alumni as I speak. IE Business School ranking has skyrocketed in the last few years. In the Financial Times, the MBA program is third in Europe. In Forbes, we're also third worldwide, and in the Wall Street Journal, Executive MBA ranks first. I'm telling you this because this is where we come from, and with all the passion for Spain and for IE, we created this alumni association in Lebanon. Since the first day of our current board, we focused our efforts to gather IE alumni residing in Lebanon on a regular basis to network and exchange experiences. We established strong ties with different bodies of our community in Lebanon, especially with the Spanish Embassy through His Excellency Juan Carlos Garland. IE alumni went even further. We contact and organize joint events with other alumni associations such as McGill, LSE, and Yale, with hopes that these initiatives would empower Lebanon's educated youth by bringing them together. And here comes this event, which is trying to shed light on what's happening around us and get a clear understanding of the economic changes that will affect the region and certainly affect Lebanon during and after the Arab Spring. I also want to point out that IE Alumni Association couldn't have done all of this without the continuous support of IE Business School, and in specific the Business Development Office and the Alumni Office. Last but not least, I would like to thank Mr. Hedi Larbi and Professor Gonzalo Garland for their willingness to participate today. Also a big thank you for the association board, starting with Mr. George Dechadeveria, who will be moderating this debate today, and as well as Ms. Christina Westbrook, Mr. Khalil Badawi, Mr. Diego de Arcigu, and Ms. Louise Dumi, Mr. Dana Seyur, for all their hard work. I want to thank Bristol for hosting us, and a big thank you for all of you for attending this event today. Thank you very much.
Thanks to our speakers today. On my right, Professor Gonzalo, economics and Director of Development at IE Business School. On my left, Mr. Hedi Larbi, Country Director of the Middle East Department covering Iraq, Iran, Jordan, Syria, and Lebanon at the World Bank. Unfortunately, as you can see the last name on the table, His Excellency Minister Nicolas Nahas did not make it. He was called with all the other economic Arab ministers of the world to Egypt for an emergency meeting in order to impose sanctions in Syria. And he has asked us to say one simple statement, which is in the spirit of the Arab Spring, and that is that Lebanon will not unilaterally take any decisions against Syria. However, being a member of the Arab League, Lebanon has to abide by any decision taken by this community. Now, a few simple rules for the debate. First of all, please, I want to ask everybody to turn off your phones if possible, put them on silent. The way this debate will go is we will have a 20-minute intervention by each speaker. Q&A will be done at the end. But if at any time during the debate you have a question, you have in your packages a small note card. Please write your name, the question, and somebody will pick them up and give them to you. So let's get started. Ladies and gentlemen, bread and dignity. These two words have been commonly used since December 2010 to represent the demands of the Arab people throughout the Arab world in what has been labeled as the Arab Spring, which a lot of analysts have said is the most dramatic change in the region since the end of the colonial era. Bread, of course, was employed for economical demands, dignity for political demands. There is no doubt that these two are interconnected, closely interconnected. However, one of the questions we hope to answer by the end of the debate today is which one played the main role in the revolutions and the uprisings, if it was the economic demands and the political demands. Additionally, even in the countries where the violence has relatively come to an end, it's still too early to say what's going to happen. The three possible scenarios or alternatives are we will either witness some kind of hybrid regime, which is a mix between democracy or a mere shape of democracy and authoritarianism. We can also fall back into dictatorship, pure dictatorship, or we can see the people of these countries succeed in their quest for real democracy. So we also hope to know by the end of this debate how each of these possible outcomes can affect the economy of the region. Hopefully we wanted to see how this would affect Lebanon through Mr. Nahas, but I hope Mr. Larbi would kind of shed the light on these, given that Lebanon is one of this country's interests. Hopefully each of our speakers also can give us recommendations about the problems, or about the solutions to the problems. And without further ado, I will now pass the floor to Professor Gonzalo Garland, who will start with the global world economic outlook that will narrow down to the region and explain how Europe, being one of the region's main economic partners, views the Arab Spring. Dr. Garland, please.
Thank you very much, George. And first of all, I want to thank all of you for being here today. And I really want to congratulate also the Lebanese alumni